What's up, fam? It's your boy Harvey. I'm sitting here thinking about back in the day, how many times I succumbed to being a junkie out in the streets from disruptive forces trying to, maintain my sobriety. Yeah, I got broken down many a times out in those streets, right? Trying to get my hustle on, right? Next thing you know, right? I was back using narcotics again. But knowing what I know now, right? You gotta be mentally strong out in those streets, right? You gotta be self-developed, right? You gotta be self-developed, right? Mentally strong. Cause those streets, right? They'll break you only if you let it, though, right? That's what I know now, right? You gotta have the right mind frame, right? They only will break you if you let it, right? And have a person, go back to being junkie or whatever, right? But yeah, man, I was thinking about that, right? I was thinking about that, right? How back in the day, right? I got broken so many times, right? And went back to using narcotics, out in the streets, right? Trying to, make my living hustling, right? But yeah, man, I know now though, right? Through trial and error, right? And through working on myself, right? That the only way that happens, right? Is because you allow it to happen, right? That's what I know now, right? Yeah. You gotta be mentally strong, right? You gotta be mentally strong. You gotta have a game plan, right? You gotta have a game plan, right? And a mindset, right? You gotta know in your mind, right? That it can't break you unless you allow it to break you, right? The streets can't break you unless you allow it to break you, you know what I mean? All the destruction and disruptive stuff that's going on out there, right? Can't break you unless you allow it. That's what I see now, right? That's what I see now, right? You know what I mean? I had somebody try to tell me that back in the day, right? Way back in the day, one of my family members, right? But they was right. You know what I mean? The only way the streets can break you is if you allow it. You know what I mean? When you're using your mind, right? Mind over matter, right? You using your intellect or whatever, right? And you had the right mindsets, right? Can't nothing break you. Streets or whatever you're dealing with, you know what I mean? Can't break you. It can't break you. It can't break you. You can get whatever you need done, right? All you need is the right mindset, right? You know what I mean? Be mentally strong, right? You can't be a weak, a weak heart, right? You can't be a weak heart, right? Out in those streets, right? If you don't want to be a junkie or whatever, right? And you trying to, get your hustle on or whatever. See, a lot of times we coming from a place of weakness, right? Learning through trial and error, right? Some of us that, started out young in the streets, right? Wasn't, developed mentally, emotionally, and things like that, right? Our intellect, we wasn't using our minds or whatever, right? But yeah, the whole thing is, right? Streets can't break you unless you allow it to break you, when you out there getting your hustle on, right? They can't break you unless you allow it, right? That's what I know now, you know what I mean? With deep conviction in my heart, right? That's the only way the streets can break you, if you allow it to break you, Yeah, man, but I remember back in the day, many a times, right? I got broken in those streets, right? And went back to using, narcotics again. But yeah, fam, I just wanted to get something on back in the day when I was a junkie, right? And I was out in those streets, right? You know what I mean? Time and time again, right? Calling myself, you know what I mean? Being able to deal with that situation without going back to, addictive, going back to active using, right? I thought I could, deal with that situation many a times, right? Only to get broken again. But yeah, fam, it only happens if you allow it, right? Those streets only break you if you allow it when you out there trying to get your hustle on or whatever, right? To make a living. All right, fam, that's it.